Hey, 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 Gemini, this is your sacred scribe here, ready to do your December monthly tarot reading. So, Gemini, this is December 2022. I can't even believe it. Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and all that jazz. This is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. For those of you who are new to my channel, I connect with nature and animals on the deck. So I could connect with the fire, with the dogs, with even the torches here, okay, in the sky, in the sun, and the moon, and everything else. So when I read, I will read the tarot cards and intuitively, and sometimes the card will jump out at me and want to gaze. So I card gaze, that's what I call it, and see what I get. See what I get. So we're going to see what's going on for you, Gemini. We're going to do the Celtic cross, and we're starting, wow, with your present circumstances here. And we have the Ace of Wands. Wow. So I'm going to lay these cards out. Holy schmoly. Wow. Whoa, Gemini. Look at you go. Looky, looky, looky. Gemini, you got a lot coming. You've got a lot coming, okay? And I say that in a good way so far, right? So I feel like with the Ace of Wands, we're going to start with this, right? Because what's crossing you is actually the Two of Vessels, and that is love, right? The Ace of Wands talks about passion and fire and going after what it is that you desire. That rhymed. And what excites you, right? And what I'm also seeing in this card is that you may have overcame some sort of fear, because there is a card, I believe it's the Knight of Swords, and maybe it'll come out, we'll see. It's the Knight of Swords, and it has to do with facing a dragon, facing a fear within you and overcoming it. And here you see the dragon is small and is looking at you like, wow, look at Gemini go, right? Look at the fire under their ass. Look how they have risen, right? And I feel like that is who you are right now. So we're going to clarify this, and we're going to see what other information we have. All right, so we have the World card, the Tower. Wow, wow. And Judgment. Strong scorpionic energy here. All right, that seems to be strong too throughout the signs. Scorpio energy. So something is coming in and surprising you. Something is coming in and changing your world. Okay, it's flipping it upside down. That's what I'm getting. But it's rising you up. So I feel that whatever this tower is, okay, there's this jolt of energy coming towards you that is totally transformative and is going to transform you in a big, big way. All right. With the World card, some of you could be moving. Some of you, there is definitely a new beginning here. Could be around Christmas time. That is standing out in the World card. But you're balancing. I'm also getting that in Judgment and in the World. So I'm going to gaze at the Tower. This is calling me right now. So let's see. Okay, I'm getting running away from circumstances, but not needing to, having to. All right, I'm getting not allowing anything to get in your way. So even though there's something coming in that's changing your world, okay, this puts more determination, okay, within you. And I feel like maybe you ran away from something in the past, but you're not now. All right. So this could also be an awakening to that, awakening to, you know what? I've been running from this all of my life. I've been running from this. And I need to stop. I need to stop and I need to assess, you know, where I'm going. What is my calling? What am I supposed to be doing? Why am I here? I want a new beginning for myself. So it's like you are excited about the next phase in your journey with this Ace of Wands. You're getting excited and you're flying forward. That's what I'm getting there. So let's see about the Two of Vessels. Now this talks about love, right? The heart space. But more importantly in this card is the rose that stands out for me. Because that rose is a result of the bond between these two lovers. How strong is the bond? You can tell by the rose. You can tell by the expression of their love, right? The rose is alive. The rose is fresh. The rose is blooming. So that's what they look like. That's what this love looks like. That's what this love is expressed with, right? Beauty. So your challenge is the expression of this love. Your challenge is to come together with somebody and express yourself, right? You are the communicator, yes. But this is more because this is water energy. You are air, and this is feelings. This is creativity, intuition. So you're being challenged to connect with that, to connect with your, you know, with the water elements. So let's clarify the Two of Vessels and see what we get. So we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Three of Wands. Okay. Yeah, so what you've been waiting for, Gemini, as far as love is concerned, it is coming in December, okay? There is commitment that's going to be available to you. There is marriage. There is abundance, okay? And I feel like it's like you're fighting something that doesn't need to be fought. All right, you're pushing against this love. You're pushing against it. I'm not sure what you're doing. Okay, it's like they're saying leaning into. So it's like you're leaning into love too far. Maybe eagerness, like don't be too eager for love. Just go about your day, right? That's all. Go with the flow. And that is water energy, right? So you can be all up in your head about this. Like, I need it now. I've been waiting for it. I need it now. No, just go with the flow. Because then you're just adding unnecessary energy to this. Okay? So that is your challenge. Now, in your subconscious, you have the Queen of Vessels. So you could have a water sign on your mind, right? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Or this could be you wanting to emerge. This Queen of Cups wanting to emerge from you. Because this is the expression of love. This is the expression of your intuition. This is connecting to your intuition, connecting to your creativity. And this is, I'm also feeling gentleness, right? It's like a knowing. She's looking, I'll show you. She's looking at this almost as if it was a crystal ball, right? And she's looking at this like, how beautiful is my life going to be? That's what sort of I'm getting from this. Like as if it was a crystal ball and she was seeing her life unfold with this knowing. with, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Like I knew that feeling. Not necessarily, you see the orb, not necessarily, um, you know, the exact incident that takes place, or incidents or circumstances, but the feeling behind them. And this is what's lying in your subconscious that wants to come forward. And you can allow that to come forward. You can tap into that, Gemini. So let's see what else this Queen of Cups has to say for you. Let's see. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords, you have the Eight of Vessels, and you have the Strength card. You see how Strength, she's got her heart in her hands, right? She is being totally vulnerable. And this is your challenge, this vulnerability, this opening of that heart space, right? Getting out of your head, getting into your heart, balancing those energies of the masculine and the feminine. And look, as she's holding the heart here, okay? And she's got this vessel here. So it's like you've got the whole world in your hands. I'm hearing that song, right? You've got the whole world in your hands. And that whole world in your hands is actually within your heart. And that is what she is holding here. That Leo energy, that strength that can only come from the heart, right? That strength to be vulnerable. And this is a risk for you. But you have to understand that your subconscious knows that this is going to bring you peace, that this is the way to freedom from your heart, to expression of your heart, right? There needs to be a walking away from what is no longer working. And I feel like you will be concentrating on the things that are important to you, the things that only stem from the heart and not so much of the head, right? Yes, we need to live in this third dimension. We need to live in this three-dimensional world. We need stuff. We need, well, we don't need stuff, but we need to live, right? So I feel like you're doing what needs to be done. However, what you're doing, okay, what you're pouring your heart into is no longer, it's not circumstances that are coming from your head. They're coming from your heart. It's because you desire these things that you will be doing them, okay? Your focus changes. It shifts. Wow. So, your recent past, Gemini, is the Five of Pentacles here. Taurus energy, right? So, I want to gaze at this Five of Pentacles because I feel I feel sadness a little bit from this, but there's some mixed energies I want to get a handle on. Okay, I feel in the recent past, Gemini, there's something that you wasn't seeing. You didn't see. There is, there was a blocking of your view. The veil wasn't lifted. There was something missing. You knew it, but you didn't know how to lift the veil. It's like having, a set of blinds here and you can't lift them up, or a set of curtains and you can't open them. So I feel like there was sadness surrounding this. Like, I know there's something behind that curtain. I know there's something there, but how do I get there? How do I get behind that curtain? How do I see out that window? How do I see out that window? And if you notice in the distance, there's a house, right? There are windows on the house. So it's like you knew something was there. You know the house is there, but you're not really moving toward the house. You're waiting for the house to come to you. You can't do that because you feel that you can't go to the house. That's what this is. So it wasn't that you were lacking anything within you to get to that house. It was your mindset. And now that you're coming from your heart space, things are going to change. So let's clarify the Five of Pentacles here. Gemini. What is the Five of Pentacles? Gemini. What is the Five of Pentacles? We have the Queen of Swords. There you are. The Three of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Look at this. See? Now this is coming from your mind, right? It's not a bad thing. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. So yes, you may have been balanced in those masculine and feminine energies, but you may have been just focused on what needs to be done, what needs to be cut, you know, on technical aspects of work, right? Of building something, whether this be a relationship or whether this be, whether this be something that you're, I'm sorry, this Five of Pentacles keeps pulling me in. Relationship or work. Let me see if this has anything else. Okay, I'm hearing leave me alone. Actually, it was leave me alone, like a joke. Which, I mean, if you look at the picture, it's not a funny picture, right? It's a sad picture. But I feel it's almost like, okay, they may be saying it because, like, I'll cover up pain with laughter sometimes, right? So this here, this is pain. So you may have been covering up and blocking your own way. You may have figured out how to block your own way and you didn't even know it. You were the one that was keeping yourself from going to the house in the distance and seeing through the windows. You're keeping yourself from lifting the curtain. Right? By mere deflection, really, by, you know, being separate from it. Like, no, leave me alone. But in a different way. You're saying leave me alone, but in a different way, right? You're laughing about it. Leave me alone, right? So you're laughing about it. But in that laughter, yes, it can take you out of that energy, that sadness, right, of what's missing. But then what happens? You don't get to see behind the curtain. You're not any closer to the curtain. You're taking yourself, in fact, away from the curtain. Okay? So, and I get a lot of Gemini in my chart. So, I'm learning something from this Gemini, believe it or not, as I'm channeling these messages. So, let's go to the next section, which is your future. Your future. You have the Four of Pentacles, which is really your conscious mind, right? So this is telling me, are you taking your subconscious, right? This strength, this Queen of Vessels that we talked about, right? This finding the peace. Are you taking that and bringing it forward to your conscious mind to express it? Or are you burying the past and covering it up? What are you doing? Okay? You may be letting go in a healthy way. You may be saying goodbye in a healthy way, right? Are you just, it's like burying something without a funeral, right? Without a remembrance, without a processing of the information, without a processing of your experience with them, with, you know, so whatever these Four of Pentacles is, it can either be covering it up, right? Or finally letting go of something that needs to be let go of. But sort of grieving it, right? Remembering it. So let's see what it is. Let's see what this is, Gemini. Very interesting. Lady of Coin, the Sun. Wow. And the 10 of Vessels. This is your future. So I do feel that you will process this and you will let go of this in a healthier way. You may have tried in the past and you couldn't get there because the curtain was closed. You're now able to open the curtain. You're now able to walk to the home, possibly ask for help, right? Because he's got a hand out. So are you asking for help? Are you asking for help? I feel like you do. And because you do, it opens something up within you. That rhymes. So I'm back to rhyming again, Gemini. All right. So what does it open within you? It opens up this light, this information that you need to know. It's like the curtain, once it's open, it brings in sunlight, right? And this is what's opening up. Now, it may have taken you a while to get there with the Lady of Coin, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. But it's very much emotional fulfillment. Why? I feel like it starts with the fire. And what is in the center, Gemini? What is in the center? That Ace of Wands, that fire within you. That's where it starts. Light that fire. Gemini, light that fire. Leo energy again. I tell you, Leo energy keeps coming up over and over and over again, and I have no idea what is going on with Leo energy. Or maybe the sun, I don't know. The sun itself, I don't know. But it's very interesting. So tap into this Leo energy. Tap into the sun's energy. Because that is the fire. That is what can stir the fire within you. Gemini. This is beautiful. So, now we have the near future, the Lady of Staffs. And what is this? Fire. This is that fire. This is that I am looking out. I am looking out and seeing and feeling what is there. I'm feeling that passion. I'm feeling my future, my near future here. Right? That youthful exuberance. Let's see. What's the Lady of Staffs? Wow. So you have the Knight of Coin. You have the Queen of Staffs. You have the Six of Vessels. You are nurturing all aspects of yourself. You're taking your time. Something is here for you. Now, it could be a fire sign. You could have two people. Of course you would, Gemini, right? Fire and water. That's what I'm feeling. This is coming. This has been coming slowly towards you. I feel like they are soulmates, or one of them is a soulmate here. Let me see. Who's this Queen of Wands? The Chariots. So somebody may be at a distance that you're connecting with. Okay? That wants to move forward with you. You actually could be moving towards them, or they you. Six of Vessels. 5 of Fire. 9 of Vessels. You may have a little bit of conflict going on within you, Gemini. And it's because of wounds. It's like your wish is here with the Nine of Cups. We'll get to your hopes and wishes too, which is interesting. Hopes and fears, right? Hopes and fears. Always an interesting spot for me because I connect with it so much. But 9 of Vessels, right? Your desire. Very similar to this Lady of Staffs, right? Looking out, right? Looking out into the future. You can, looking out into the horizon, you can feel that. You're standing on top of the world like, yeah, I got this. These are my wishes. Yep, I got them all. They're full. I know what I can do. I know where I am going. But something, wounds, you notice all these torches, right? They're wounds. They're black. They're hurting, right? You still have these fires lit above these wounds. Why? You're keeping the flame going. You're keeping those wounds open. You need to put out the fire. You need some water. You need some water, which is interesting because you got fire and water for people. Fire and water. All right, so, wow. Let's go on to your internal influences, okay? Internal influences. Okay, internal influences. Sorry about that. I needed a drink. The Wheel of Fortune. All right? So your internal influences, Gemini. I feel like is that flame. The flame is standing out here, right? See the flame? It is standing out. So it's like keeping that flame alive within you is keeping this wheel turning. And you're triggering fate. You're triggering destiny. That's actually a good title. So you're triggering fate and destiny, and you're making your own wheel. You're influencing your own wheel in a very, very positive way. Just be careful, because what's also jumping out is from chasing your tail. Going so fast, because if you take fire and you take air, sometimes air can feed the flames of fire, oxygen, right? So be careful of chasing your own tail, right, and getting nowhere. So, you know, you've got to light that flame, but then there's also simmering. There's also simmering. Reminds me of This Is It, the documentary. Michael Jackson, when he was saying simmer, simmer to some part in the, I don't know, whatever. It's a documentary. This is it. So let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. It's like, yeah, because they're showing me that part in the documentary again. And what he meant, okay, is, you know, it's almost like take a pause, appreciate what's around you, the feeling, be aware, sit in this, sit in the energy, what you have accomplished, where you are now, where you came from. Sit in the energy, this positive energy. Simmer in it, appreciate it, then reassess. Okay? So, all right, Wheel of Fortune. We have the King of Vessels, the Magician, and the Moon. Oh my gosh. Now you've got the water. Now you've got the water. Now you've got, you know, you're on your way to balance because, and I didn't even really talk about this because there's so much to talk about, the Knight of Coin and the Lady of Coin. All right? Which is taking your time. So I feel at different points you may, okay, slow down. But then it may be one extreme or the other. It may be slowing down or going too fast. And here is reminding you to simmer, like somewhere in the middle. Now, with the King of Vessels, like I said, there is all this emotion, all of this emotion that's here, waiting to be expressed, waiting to be tapped into, the intuition that's waiting to be tapped into in a big way. Because what are you manifesting, right? The Magician. There you are. Gemini. There you are. The Magician. Using everything around you, all of these tools, the fire, the water, the air that you are, and the earth. And balancing them to the point that just, you know, it's that balance point that then propels you forward. And then there's no stopping it because you are wind. Here you roar. It's like here, you ever hear the wind roar? It does. It can. This is what I'm feeling for you. You will roar. That's what you will do. This is what's hidden within you. I'm rhyming again, Gemini. I'm rhyming again. This is your intuition. This is something that's within you that can have such a positive influence. You have no idea. Okay? You have no idea. Following your intuition, just following you. Your external influences, well, Gemini, this is no surprise. Your external influences is the Three of Cups. This is fun. This is celebration. You're all about fun. You're all about socializing. You're all about celebration, right? What's standing out is the chakras, right? The colors, yellow, blue, red. Life force, right? This is your security, stability, and then speaking your mind, speaking your truth. So there is a celebration of this. So you know, you may allow the subconscious to come forward in order to celebrate these different aspects of you. Now, you also could be dating, right? And this is where that fire and water come in. You got fire, you got water. This is fire too, right? So let's clarify these external influences. We have the Eight of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Wands. All right, so it's like I'm feeling work hard, play hard. That's what you're doing. Working hard, playing hard. But the Nine of Wands is defensiveness. Let me get another card. Yeah. This defensiveness, okay, can cause indecisiveness with the Two of Pentacles. Okay, being so guarded, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do because, you know, could be a trust issue. You don't trust. So which way do you go? Which way do you go, Gemini? Which way do you go? The High Priestess, which is you. This is you. This is intuition. This is also keeping secrets. So it could be that you have fire and water and they don't know about each other. That could be it. Let me get another one on this one. Ooh, Four of Vessels. Okay, so your emotions are being held back. That's what's being kept secret. So if you have this fire and water, these fire and water individuals All right. You're holding back your emotions because you're not sure which one you want, what to do. And this isn't healthy. I want to tell you that. It's not going to be healthy. You need to release. You need to transform, transmute, understand why these wounds exist in the first place. Don't just ignore them. Don't just, revert back to this Five of Pentacles energy and cover it up and, and put that curtain down again. All right, lift the curtain up, keep it open. And open up your hearts, right? This Leo energy, you need to open up your heart and express it. All right, in your hopes and fears, you have the Ace of Vessels. The Ace of Vessels in your hopes and fears. So you are hoping for love, but you're fearing love. And that is apparent in your external influences. Because you will have love. You will have a choice in love. But you're unsure of which one to A, trust, B, go forward with, C, which one do you want to express feelings with? Do you have passion for? There's so much there that it becomes a fear. Rhyming again. So your hope is for new love, for things to go with the flow, for new beginnings, to really have this flow. That is your hope, but that is your fear. That you will get it, but possibly it will be taken away. Right? That you will drown in it with the Ace of Cups. You may feel that you would just submerge yourself in it. And I know that. See? Seven of Swords, Lady of Vessels, and the Fool card. You don't want to be the fool. You don't want to take a leap of faith and, on a trickster. That's what you don't want to do. King of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. Hang on. Five of Vessels. I would be careful of anybody from the past. It could be a Taurus with King of Coins, Gemini. I would be careful with anybody from the past. Could be Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, it's somebody who broke your heart. Because I don't think you can trust them. So fire and water, if one of these is from the past, that would be a no. What about the Lady of Vessels? Okay, the Lady of Vessels. So I feel the water would be the way to go. All right, that's what I'm seeing on the Lady of Vessels. Oh my gosh. The King of Staffs is the Fool card. Do you have more than two? Because now you have the Lady of Vessels, you have the King of Pentacles, and you have the King of Staffs. So you may have two people like fire and water, and then this earth sign comes in. Because, I mean, Taurus was, that's interesting. Taurus was here, right? In the Five of Pentacles. Be careful that somebody's not after you for your money. I'm getting that. Okay, because, where was it? I saw it. Be careful somebody's not after you for your money. Could be this past person, I don't know, but somebody shady from the past. Okay, you're needing to make a decision. And it's somebody who definitely hurt you. Definitely hurt you. All right. So, Gemini, your outcome, your final outcome is the Seven of Pentacles. Now, with the Seven of Pentacles, I'm getting there's a rising up. There's a slow uprising of you, of your soul. And look at this. The sun is at the top. The sun is at the top. The sun is at the top. Wow. So you're climbing high. We have justice. We have death. We have temperance. Oh my gosh. So we have major transformation here, Gemini. Major transformation. Major decisions. Okay? And you are being watched over. So you are being guided and protected. Guided and protected. In a magical way. I'm getting with temperance and death. It's beautiful. Wow. So I feel you will find this balance. You will find this balance and then create something beautiful. Create something beautiful. I want to see, who are you going to choose? I want to see if this will answer the question. Two of Wands, Knight of Staffs, the Emperor, maybe the fire sign. I don't know. This is all fire. Why the Knight of Staffs? It could be somebody younger. Oh, wait a minute. Now you get the Six of Pentacles. You may choose, you may go back and forth, Gemini. You may choose one and then be like, I don't know. And then, you know, you're going from 2 to 1 to 2 to 1. I don't know what you're doing, but you need to make up your mind. I feel over here with the Justice, things will become clear. So what I would say to you is do not question it. Do not question your final decision, okay? Because you have the Emperor here. You have the Two of Wands going forward, leaving the past behind, and the Knight of Staffs, getting excited about going forward. Somebody could be younger. That's what I'm getting from the Knight of Staffs, okay? So I want to get you a couple of these cards. Let's see, from the Oracle. From the Oracle, the Alchemist, and Get Wild. The Alchemist, create. Whatever it is that you want to create, you can create. And you've got to let loose. Let loose, have some fun. That's the external influence here with the Three of Vessels, right? So have fun, Gemini. That's what I have for you. Please drop a like below, share, and subscribe if you already haven't. If you're interested in a personal reading, that way this is more specific to you, please go to yoursacredscribe.etsy.com. And also join me every day at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be live answering personal questions and then doing readings, Aries through Pisces, for the day, for the next 24 hours. So you have a good one, and I will catch you on the flip side of your daily dose of Love Tarot. Namaste.